Hello everyone, I am a student of SAS Institute of Management Studies. My name is Akshada Vikas Thakur. I am in MBA Part 1. My presentation is on effective management and communication, and my topic name is Barriers of Communication. Index for this presentation is definition of the communication, how the communication process works, introduction, what are communication barriers, types of communication barriers, how to overcome the communication barriers, and conclusion. Let's start. Communication, definition of communication. Communication is usually defined as the transmission of information. The term can be also referred to the message itself or the field or inquiry studying these transmissions, also known as the communication studies. Model of communication aim to provide a simplified overview of its main components and their interactions. Many modes includes the idea that the source uses a coding system to express information in the form of message. The source uses a channel to send a message to a receiver who has to decode it in order to understand its meaning. How the communication process works. I have one chart here. First person in communication is sender who sends message to the receiver through a channel. Sender puts some codes in the message, it calls encoding. Then receiver decode that codes is called the decoding. And the very important part in communication process is feedback. This is how the communication process works. Now, introduction. The process of communication has numerous barriers. In communication is not valid, it will be deformed, leading to a condition of misinterpretation and failure of communication. Effective communication is significant in the workplace, family, and dealing with friends. It is vital to not only exceed information and facts, but to build and strengthen relationships. It should be brief and straightforward to communicate ideas, feelings, thoughts, and emotions clearly and understandably. Let's explore some of the communication barriers and how to overcome them. Before that, what are communication barriers? Communication barriers are something that prevents us from correctly getting and accepting the message others use to communicate their information, thoughts, and ideas. Some of the example of communication barriers are information overload, choosy perceptions, workplace gossips, semantics, gender differences, etc. Now, types of communication barrier. The first type is psychological barrier. The psychological condition of the receiver will power how the message is received. Stress management is the significant personal skills that affects our interpersonal relationships. For example, anger is a psychological barrier to communicate. When we are angry, it is simple to say nothing that we may not afterward regret, and also to understand that others are saying, others are saying. Also, people with low self-esteem may be self-assured and therefore may not feel comfortable communicating. Physical communication barrier. Communication is usually easier over shorter distances as more communication channels are obtainable and less technology is obligatory. Although modern technology often serves to decrease the crash of the physical barriers, the advantages and disadvantages of each communication channel should be unspoken so that suitable channel can be used to overcome the physical barrier. The third one is physiological barrier. Physiological barrier may affect the receiver's physical condition. For example, a receiver with condensed hearing may not grab the sum of the spoken conversation, uh, especially if there is a significant surrounding noises. Language barrier. Language and linguistic aptitude may act as a barrier communication. However, even when the communicating is a similar language, the terms used in a message may act as a barrier if it is not easy to understand by the receiver. Attitudinal barrier. Attitudinal barrier are perceptions that stop people from communicating well. Attitudinal barrier is communication may affect from poor management, personality conflicts, and battle to change. or a lack of motivation. Active receivers of message should challenge to overcome their aptitudinal barrier to assist effective communication. Now, how to overcome communication barriers? First, be aware of language, message, and tone. The sender should ensure that the message should be structured in a clear and a simple language. The tone of the message should not harm the physical feelings of the receiver. As far as possible, the contents of the message should be concise, and use of unnecessarily use of technical words should be avoided. Consult others before communication. When you are planning the communication, suggestions should be invited from all the individual concerns. Its main benefit will be that all those people who are consulted at the time of preparing the communication, preparation will add to the success of the communication system. Next is communicate according to the need of receiver. The sender of the communication should organize the formation of message not according to his or her level, but he or she should keep in mind at the point of the understanding or the surrounding of the receiver. Consistency of message. The message sent to the receiver should not be self-opposing. It should be in a unity with the objectives, programs, policies, and techniques of the organization. When new information has to be sent in lieu of the old one, it should always make the declaration of the change. Otherwise, it can raise some doubts and queries for the same. Follow-up communication. In order to make communication successful, the manager should frequently try to know the weaknesses of the communication structure. In this situation, efforts can be made to know whether to lay more hassle upon a formal or an informal communication will be suitable. Make sure to receive proper feedback. The reasons for feedback is to find out whether the receiver has appropriately understood the meaning of the information received. In face-to-face communication, the reply of the receiver can be understood. But in case of the written communication or other forms of communication, some correct process of the feedback should not be adopted by the sender. So conclusion for this presentation is communication is very essential that makes the moving parts of the human relation functions smoothly. Therefore, the communication of the meaning of the communication should not be underestimated. That's all. Thank you.